Hey guys, so today we're talking about two instruments that really redefined how we write music and the orchestra itself. We're talking about the piano and the harpsichord. Now, we've all heard of the piano, we've all seen it, but the harpsichord actually came first. And so these instruments both have a really large resonating body that allows them to be heard over other instruments and allows them to be pretty loud, pretty prominent on their own. Um, and they both have keys that are connected to strings, and then each key and each string plays one note. So you press down on a key and it plays that note, and that's it. That's the same for both of them. And you play them both very similarly. They're built kind of similarly. You play them pretty much the same. If you play the piano, you can hop on a harpsichord and figure it out pretty easily. However, the harpsichord was popular by about the 1500s, so way before the piano, and it was in the kind of Renaissance and Baroque music. If you hear a harpsichord, it's probably going to be Baroque music. And these strings were plucked. When you pressed on the key, there was a little mechanism inside the piano that actually plucked the string to make the sound. Now, what that meant is that you couldn't play it loud or soft. It just plucked the string. There was no loud or soft. It was what it was. You had no control over it. And eventually, by about the 1700s, people were getting really frustrated by that. Composers wanted to have more variety, more options. They wanted the piano to be able to play really loudly with 50 other string instruments or really quietly on its own. And so the piano was invented around 1700, and instead of the strings being plucked, they were actually hit with a hammer. And with that, you could either press down on the key really lightly and it would tap the string lightly and it would be quiet, or you could press down on the key really hard, it would smack the string really hard, it would be loud. So then the piano had all of this contrast that could happen. And it quickly replaced the harpsichord. Composers really took to it. They, at this point, were writing music that required more dynamic control, and people gave up the harpsichord pretty quickly. There is a little difference in sound, which you'll hear, and later on, our newer pianos sound so different from the harpsichord, but even early pianos really didn't sound all that different. So I attached a video of not just harpsichord being played, but also one comparing the piano and the harpsichord, so you can see them kind of back to back. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and if you have any questions, feel free to send me an email.